Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Mardu Arcanist deck in Timeless format. Now, there is going to be a slight twist with this deck. It's not going to be purely about the Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm actually playing this deck to kind of counter the Field of the Dead matchup because in Best of 3 there's a lot of players that are playing Field of the Dead at the moment. And that's where this guy comes in. The Strict Proctor. So if you played Pioneer recently, you might have seen some Strict Proctors running around with the Lotus Field. So you kind of expect that this deck would also play the Lotus Field, but we're actually not. We're playing this so that we can stop some Enter the Battle effect triggers on some of the cards that are going around at the moment. And that includes Primal Titans and Field of the Dead triggers. And you might say, well, if you're just playing Strict Proctor for that, why not put it in the sideboard? But we actually have a reason for that. We are playing a card that synergizes very well with Strict Proctor, and that is called Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. If the Strict Proctor is on the battlefield and you play the Kroxa out, and the Strict Proctor tells you to pay the tax, and you're like, no, I do not want to pay the tax, then you get away with not paying the tax, and you also get a 6/6 Kroxa on the battlefield as soon as you play it, without having to escape this card. Funny how that works, right? So Strict Proctor is going to be mainly hate card for our opponent, but in our deck, it's going to be very synergistic that could potentially end the game in few turns. Now, as for the rest, the 1-mana spells that the Dreadhorde Arcanist is going to be abusing in this deck are 4 copies of Swords of Plowshare, 2 copies of Inquisition of Kozilek, and 4 copies of Thoughtseizes, and 4 copies of Lightning Bolts in this deck. So having said that, we're going to be jumping into some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. We're missing red. Okay, it's a field matchup, so Strict Proctor is going to be doing a lot of work here. We did find a red. Should I Swords? I think I should Lightning Bolt. Go Godless Shrine. Play the Proctor. Then we're gonna Kroxa into Kozilek. Okay. Opponent's just gone. They don't want any of that. Okay, so let's take out the Kozileks and put some Alpine Moons. But the card that we're kind of worried about is Rest in Peace, but I don't know how many copies they play. But I feel like we shouldn't be worried too much. Maybe a copy of Molten Collapse instead of the Bowmaster, and we'll try this. Is this a keep? 0 interaction spells with Dragon Rage Channeler and no like Thoughtseizers or anything. Opponent also kept their 7 cards, so we can probably expect a blocker for the Ragavan. I think I want to mulligan this. I think this one's a lot better. Okay, play the Boseiju. Yeah, as expected, there's a Grazer. So we can go Blood Crypt first. Play the Channeler and Mistress Bauble. Ragavan, huh? I mean, I feel like Ragavan is a pretty good card. And we'll do this. Saving the Mishra's Bauble for another look. So we'll just Thoughtseize now. Okay, there's that natural order. Land? No. Another bauble. Do I want another bauble? I think not. Shock that in and pass. Another land. We put so many lands in the graveyard, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have actually, maybe I shouldn't have gone the Ragavan there. Mistakes were made. Hello. We have 10 lands remaining. And we went through 15 cards so far. That's, 5 playable cards? I'm just gonna crack it now to increase my chance of drawing actual cards here. No. Okay. That's fine too. Both players just cannot seem to draw a card. Okay, Orcish Bowmaster. I could kill this, source this, and then attack. You know what? I think I'm kind of down for that. Might regret this, like, as soon as I play this. They might, you know, find a Primeval Titan off the top. I'm just like, what the heck? Like I said. Like I said. Okay, once upon a time, they did find it, but they don't have the mana to cast it, so I have to actually get some things done here. How much mana do I have? 5... 7, 8? We're one off from casting Croxa 2 times. Oof. That is an oof. Is there really no way? Let me see what I'm about to draw. Under Bowmaster? Okay, natural order gone. Should I animate this? Feel like I should. So yeah, there's a lot of lands, don't we? We only have to pay with lands. Oh, that's a Crater Hoof. I mean, Bowmaster is like an extra damage, right? They're gonna be able to make 3 zombies. No. 4, 5, 6? 6 zombies? They're making 6 zombies. Oh, wow. I would not have done that. I would have just made more zombies. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have made more zombies there. So did I win? Block the Croxa. Probably Chump. Primal Tine on the Loris. So 2 blockers, 2-1, 1-2, 3-4-5. They're taking only 5 damage. It's not good enough. Yeah, this is like 6. And if they don't block the Orc Army token, that's 7 damage total. Yeah, unfortunately, the Primal Titan has to go. Okay, they just surrender. We didn't even have a Strict Proctor there. Do I gamble? It's Gamba time. Okay, so Bauble. Me. Another land coming up. Very nice. Another field deck. Field is very popular, isn't it? So I'm gonna grab a Sacred Foundry and bolt this for potential future shenanigans with Natural Order. And I'm going to grab a Godless Shrine and play the Strict Proctor here. Oh no, opponent. Wrong order, my friend. Okay, they have double Natural Order, but I do have a Swords to Plowshare for... whatever they take out. Oh, I forgot about the reach. Why doesn't Arboreal Grazer have a reach? Why is that? Okay, so there's the Primal Titan. Full swords. Oh my god. Look at this. They did find a Field of the Dead though. Let's see what you got there. Okay, so you're gonna lose a land. I don't think bolting this really matters too much. They just used double natural order. No way. Okay. They were looking at their Arboreal Grazer for a second. I'm like, no way. Okay, so we'll play some Containment Priest. I added this Containment Priest just now because there's a lot of this decks running around at the moment. They could be playing some Oko, so I'll have a Molten Collapse. Let's take out some Orcish Bowmasters, I think. We'll go down on a copy of Kozilek. Oh my god, just have everything, you know? Just have the world. Why are you Once Upon a Timing now? Oh, I guess you could find an Arboreal Grazer. Okay. But they already have an Arboreal Grazer? Okay, makes sense. Because playing this card would turn off Once Upon a Time. So I have drawn 5 lands, so I'm just going to start cracking these. 5 lands is a little bit too much. I'll go name Field of the Dead. I actually wonder if I'm supposed to hold off with the Containment Priest or a Strict Proctor. Because let's say they play a Castle Garenbrig. Castle Garenbrig wouldn't let them play the Titan next turn. Okay, so since I got swords, I will just play the Strict Proctor here. Then I can go Containment Priest into swords. Okay, Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog already gone, so that's actually... Oh my goodness, okay, okay. What a draw. They don't have mana to pay this. Because you have to pay 3 mana to destroy something with Strict Proctor. So, yeah. Okay. Ragavan? Attack, attack. Actually, I'm just going to attack with the Kroxa here. So we can actually deal with one Titan, but not the other Titan. But if they discard the other Titan, then I'm actually like pretty happy here. Nice. Yeah, everything's going according to plan. According to plan. Now they're gonna play the Titan, which is not gonna trigger because of the Strict Proctor. We're going to Source it. And we're gonna attack with a Kroxa. Discard the last card they have. Bolt. I think I'm just going to shock. I don't think I'm in danger of dying. Okay, Blast Zone is actually insane. Croxa, Ragavan. They actually do have to get rid of the Blast Zone on 1. So... actually not going to block. I'm gonna flash this in. And I'm going to Lightning Bolt the Kami. Or... I just win. Man, Swords to Plowshare, like, what a freaking card. The fact that it can just, you know, get rid of, like, a 6/6 and exile at that, like, it's just so insane. Giganta. I have a feeling they're on domain. Yeah? I kinda wanna Thoughtseize first. So that I can set up for Dreadhorde Arcanist. Or not. I think you just take the Thoughtseize. I'm actually surprised. Watery Grave with Giganta? What does that mean? Wait, what? No, just classic. Huh, that's pretty annoying, actually. This Tarmogoyf is already 3 and 4. Then the Jarsoul's coming. How do I beat that? I mean, I guess I can kill the Jarsoul. I think I just get rid of Tarmogoyf so that they don't have an answer. And then I go Arcanist or Dragon Rage. I think Dragon Rage Chandler is the safe bet because I have a Lightning Bolt for Jarsoul. And we're gonna have to fight through Oko. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight through Oko. They're most likely going to Oko, right? They're most likely going to Oko. Creature, sorcery, instant speed land. So Oko is technically dead.
Wild and sovereign and free. One bite, and all your cares are gone.
It is technically dead. Should I bolt it now? Or wait for an answer? For Jarsoul? Jarsoul's just going to Croxa away though. So I guess let's just be mana efficient. Okay, we found another lightning bolt.
Wallow in your deceit.
Nice. Now their Jarsoul doesn't do anything. Bobble? I'll take a bubble. Arcanist is a pretty sick card. Arcanist is a pretty sick card. I definitely do prefer Jarsoul over Arcanist, if I can help it, but we can't play it, right? We have Loris. So Molten Collapse is going to be insane. I don't know. Are they playing Unlicensed Hearse? Maybe I Pithing Needle? So we have a Pithing Needle and Molten Collapse. Pithing Needle can hit Oko or the Hearse. Molten Collapse can kill any of their creatures, which is kind of nice. Or I could just have Hearse instead of Pithing Needle. Let's actually try that instead. What do we take out? I'm not sure if they actually draw. Would they draw? I mean, they have blue. They have to draw. I think I'm just going to take out Ragavans, man. I don't want to play Ragavan against Bowmaster format. So we have some options. We can play the Channeler, or we can Lightning Bolt. I think because we have a Dreadhorde Arcanist. I mean, there is a saying, always bolt the bird. So I'll just bolt Deathrite Shaman. I actually forgot the fact that there is already a land in the graveyard on my side. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's a huge misplay. Colossus. That's definitely a threat. Yeah, this game would have been a lot different had we just played it. Blood Moon? Okay. Kozilek. Just looking for lands. Aren't they also kind of messed up with their land base right now? They only have Colossus. It's not gonna do it. Yeah, weren't they like a 5-color deck last game? Like, what the heck? What happened? What exactly happened here? How are they all of a sudden a Blood Moon deck, right? I'm confused. Okay, Unlicensed Hearse, what a frickin' card. And also a Swamp. What a frickin' card. What a frickin' card. Yeah, let's eat that. We do have to answer that. I don't know how. The thing is, we only have one black source, so... gotta be a little bit careful. Don't need another Thoughtseize. Goif, Minx, and Boo, huh? That's pretty strong. I guess our plan is to just kind of grow our purse and be able to block the Giganta, but the Giganta is not going to be able to attack here because they actually have to play their Goif. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure about their Blood Moon. I feel like it would have been bad, I feel like. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually let them eat this. We go to 1. We go to 1. We need a Swords to Plowshare. Yeah, we do need a Swords to Plow. We're never gonna be able to play the Loris, so... yeah, I don't know how we win this one. Unless we get another unlicensed hearse, then we can probably win. Or a strict proctor. G to the G. Wait, how can I play this? Oh, we can play it. But there's nothing in the graveyard. Okay, so Clothis is unknowing. I mean I did misplay there. First turn, I thought for some reason I could get rid of the Deathbright Shaman in response to the land trigger, but thinking about it, the land goes to the graveyard immediately, so I just had to lightning bolt it immediately. Let's go again. If I didn't misplay, I think I would have had a chance. Because then they wouldn't have gotten their Blood Moons down that early. Okay, so a little bit of a risk here. But I think Dragon Rage Chandler plus Mishra's Bubble with one lander is pretty safe generally. Another Bauble. Hopefully we draw land. His horse, not bad. Okay, we didn't see a land. Okay, we see a land. But this is a Jar Soul turn, huh? Maybe I just run out Hearse then. Okay. So we don't have to worry about Jar Souls anymore. Ooh, very nice. So I guess we just Orcish Bowmaster now. I guess I should have done it on their upkeep. Oh, actually, never mind. Didn't even matter. Okay, I misplayed twice this game. They get another Goyf. Goyf doesn't... We don't actually have to worry about the Goyf because of the Hearse. We actually have to worry about the Fable. Land and a creature. Land and a creature. I'll just exile these for now. And we'll just wait. All right. Okay, another Fable. They're not going to be able to attack here because of the Hearse. Let's grab another black. Nice. Arcanist. Arcanist. I could also just Demonic Tutor for a Croxa, right? That's pretty sweet. Surprised they didn't actually jam the Blood Moon there. I guess doesn't really matter now. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. They have a Croxa as well. It's kind of awkward. Well, the funny thing is they actually can't attack. But I can attack with the Croxa. And they can't block the Croxa either. So they got a little bit of a situation here. Okay. They're not blocking. I mean, I can still just crew the hearse. Another Bloodbraid Elf. They got a Bowmaster. That doesn't do anything because they can't pay the mana. Okay, so I can source the Kiki-Jiki or the Crocs, I guess. I could just kill them. Or try to kill them. Okay, another land. Attack with Crocs. I block. I take 6. Okay, we do lose the Dreadhorde Arcanist, but what can you do? Wait, you blocked the Croxa. Opponent? You definitely didn't want to block the Croxa there. Yeah. Alright, I played 6 games with this deck, and we lost to a blue-white scam player that was playing in best of 3. Like, man, what are you doing here? The unfortunate part about that is, it's extremely easy to beat that deck. If I knew I would be playing against blue-white scam players a little bit more, then I would have a dedicated sideboard to play like Shaldred's Edict or something like Innocent Blood, right? But I guess they really wanted to play blue-white scam in best of 3, so it is what it is. But other than that, the other game that I lost to was a Field of the Dead matchup, which is unfortunate because I built a deck to beat the Field of the Dead. I guess 4 copies of Strict Proctor wasn't enough with the Alpine Moon. Because what ends up usually happening is, if you don't draw the Strict Proctor, they just get the Titan down. Even if you do have an Alpine Moon, they'll grab Blast Zone and then get rid of the Alpine Moon with the Blast Zone. So I was like, huh, 4 copies of Strict Proctor wasn't enough. So that's why I decided to add in another layer of hate, which is the Containment Priest that you see here. So those are the games that I've lost to. But like, as you've seen from the 2 field matchups that I played against, like it was, if you don't get stuck on lands, it is a complete slaughter. Just get the Strict Proctor down, Crocs, they're gonna start losing cards, it's gonna start burning them. Even if they do get Titan down, we have a Source of Plowshare, which is just like, just an insane card. And Arcanist? I mean, the Arcanist was alright, right? Surprisingly, this session, because there's so many Field of the Dead decks right now, that Orcish Bowmaster just... I ended up cutting 4 copies of Orcish Bowmaster in a lot of the matchups, which is kind of strange. But usually, the way I kind of sideboard is, against the Field of the Dead, I take out 4 Orcish Bowmasters. Or if I'm playing against a black deck that kind of plays Bowmasters, I sideboard the Ragavans out. Especially if I'm going second, they get to turn 2 faster than you end up playing the Ragavan and it just gets killed. Or, you know, if a deck that plays a lot of blockers, I do end up kind of cutting the Ragavans altogether. So yeah, also 1 copy of Demonic Tutor did come in clutch against that one deck. We saw Strict Proctor ripped off Demonic Tutor off the top, got a Crocs down, easy game. There's also a good reason to cut the Ragavans for Deathrite Shamans because there's so many, because this is like a main board graveyard hate at the same time. You could try it out, but if you are going to be adding the Deathrite Shaman, you do have to cut a land here for probably an Overgrown Tomb, but I'm not really too worried about it. So yeah, think the deck came out alright. think the Strict Proctor is a really good card against the Field of the Dead. There's also another one. There's also Hushbringer as well you could play. But I felt that Proctor was going to be a little bit better because this can block things like Ragavan very well. And I don't think if you can slow them down a little bit using the tax, even if you don't counter the triggered ability completely, if they do have the mana, I don't think it's that big of a deal. You should probably win that game anyways. If the Strict Proctor is already down on the battlefield, and sometimes, you know, it could be relevant playing the Kroxa or Orcish Bowmaster and paying the tax without straight up getting countered, right? So that's why I have the Strict Proctor over the Hushbringer, and instead of the Hushbringer in the sideboard, we have 2 copies of Containment Priest for different kinds of matchups. Like, this is good against Field of the Dead, and it's also good against Sneak Attack. The Tendrils of Agony requires you to target a player, but in response to them storming off with the Tendrils of Agony after they breached, then you can play out the Surge of Salvation, and that could potentially win you the game. So I have 1 copy here for that reason. And I guess Fracture would be pretty good against that deck as well. Like if they play a Breach and in response to them playing a card off the Breach, you fracture the Breach, right? That could also be a thing as well. Just not sure about the Molten Collapse, you know? Just not sure about the Molten Collapse. Because this already kind of deals with, like, you're going to be bringing this in a lot of the times, I feel like. And this also deals with Planeswalkers. And in our deck, we play Swords to Plowshare that can just get rid of any creatures that we'd like. So, like, is Molten Collapse that necessary? It's just an additional card that you can use to kill a creature plus Planeswalkers. Because I don't think the second choice is going to come up too often. Just because everybody's playing the Unlicensed Hearse. That's kind of how I feel. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. And if you did, as always, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.